Stripe and Morris are all here. And it doesn't feel too bad out here right this minute. Hi, Morris. You gonna come up or do I need to come down? Okay. Good boy. Good boy. The other guys ate a bit in the house, although they usually come around. Marty! Hey, bud! It's a nice blue sky and sunshine up there this morning. I haven't looked at how hot we're supposed to get today. I'm sure upper 80s. And if we're unlucky, low 90s. We did get 7/10 of an inch of rain yesterday. So we don't have to water anything this morning. Just clean out the kitty water bowls. And make sure the fountains are full. Everything looks like it took a big sigh of relief over having the rain yesterday. So that's good. It's good. It's a little afternoon and I am done editing yesterday's video and ordering the parts I need to finish up the Saturn V rocket. I got a few yard chores to do and then I'm gonna mow the grass. I've waited until about the worst possible time of the day to mow in the front yard, but it'll be okay. Well, I am done mowing and done edging by hand. It's 3:30 and I called the kitties and they're all here and doing good. I didn't chase them off to the hills too bad with all that noise. Well, I am definitely glad to be done mowing for the day. It wasn't the worst, but it wasn't carefree and easy either. I am in a space exploration mood, so this is what I'm going to build next. I'm also in a gears and technique pieces mood. You know, math and engineering and stuff like that. It's just what I'm in the mood for. Hi, nighttime. Hi, pretty girl. This is virtually 100% technique parts. I'm really excited about it. Well, I've got bags 1, 2, and 3 done. There are 4 bags, and the gearing is working properly. I'm going to do bag 4 tomorrow. It's 8 o'clock. It's time to cook dinner. I'm tired, and that'll leave me a little bit to do, but I think it's correct, and it's such a great kit. I love this thing. It's really cool. Gateway Art shirt on today.
I sure do.
Yeah.
I like this shirt.
It's nice.
I like the fabric.
Yeah.
Weight. It's really good.
Yeah, I almost bought you a Nash's shirt at Guardian Angel last week until I realized the decal was one of those ones that was really thick. And
yeah.
We know we don't like those.
Yeah, I don't know. The decal, I don't know. We'll see. It's holding up. So I've watched
But I mean, it's not thick.
It's
yeah.
not thick.
So I was reading the post on Facebook and I thought I was reading What's Up Fuquay Verena or something like that. There's the yawn.
I'm sorry. Well, I just woke up from
You
my
did
nap.
just wake up from your nap. But it was really Tesla Divas.
Oh.
And talking about Fuquay Verena on Tesla Divas. And then all the other local area divas were chiming in. I guess this diva can't rents and can't charge at home like we do.
Right.
And she's back and forth to Garner, from Fuquay to Garner all the time. And you know, there's no place for her to charge. So I feel for her. So we need folks to thumb up Fuquay somewhere in Garner, but not, okay, where Tesla is and where Iona is, that ain't Garner. I realize it's got a Garner address, but that is downtown Garner is 8 miles from there. And that's basically an interstate excess that's its own little mini city and has nothing to do with Garner, but it has a Garner address. So when we talk about Tesla Supercharger in Garner, it's not serving the people of Garner.
Right.
It's really not. It's really not. I'm sure if, like, we've gone and looked at the Fuquay map of where Fuquay city limits are, there's all these areas where, like up 401 where Fuquay said, ooh, this is tax revenue. Let's include that in the town. But there's all these spaces you drive through that aren't in the town.
Right.
Well, I'm sure if we went and looked at the Garner city limits, it's going to be the same thing. So anyway, and people were like, well, I work at White Oak. I need to charge my car.
Right.
So my point is, they're not wrong. Okay, we got one in Sanford. We got Apex where Iona is. We got Garner where Tesla and Iona are. We've got Cary near Crossroads. That Target has a Electrify America, or at least it did 2 years ago, last time I was near it or whatever. And of course there's a couple of Cary superchargers, but there's really like this bubble of people that rent. I totally hear her thing. So, but my point was going to be, you know, the Iona in Apex is in a good spot. There is no other supercharger really near there that serves the people of downtown Apex. It's great for people that might be renting nearby. It is not a travel site. But I really want to know, why did they go in at 4042 when Tesla already had the supercharger at the Smithfields? And I suspect it's because they got a good deal on that building, service station, that old non-used service station, and of course it's a high volume exit, so they're not likely to be sitting. The one in Apex, I don't know how busy it is. Be interesting. We're going to go to an event for Iona tomorrow morning, or I am. I don't know if Don's going to be able to make it or not. We haven't firmed that up. But Kyle called today and said, please, you know, if you can, I'm going to be up at the Iona and Garner tomorrow. If you'd like to come, they're going to kick off this tour down to Florida and back, which Kyle offered for us to go on, but that's just not feasible right now.
Right.
But so maybe there's a chance to talk to somebody, because their corporate office is in Durham and they're coming to the Garner location, the Iona people, tomorrow morning, to kick off this drive. But, you know, if they'd have gone in at 306 where the Bass Pro Shops is and White Oak is or whatever over there, that's an underserved area. Like, wherever there's a Tesla supercharger, we don't need for Mercedes to go in at that Buc-ee's up there. Where was that? That was Tennessee or North Carolina near the border. That was in Kodak. That was in Kodak, Tennessee, or Severill, or however.
Which is Pigeon Forge?
It was near Pigeon Forge. Well, it was not too far from there.
Right.
Like, we don't need Mercedes next to Tesla at Buc-ee's.
Right.
There were plenty of Tesla superchargers there. Nobody was charging at Mercedes. And I don't know, you know, who was more expensive or whatever, but people got Tesla hooked up. Go someplace that's not already served.
Right.
Stop putting yours in next to Tesla thinking you can beat them out, or thinking they don't have enough that you need to fulfill it. It's just an opinion I have. We would be better serve the people we're trying to serve if we could spread them out some more. We don't need to double up. We see that a lot now. We see doubled up, and we just doubled up is not going to serve as many people.
Abilene was doubled up.
Yeah, remind me about that. That's right. Iona was on one side of the interstate, and Tesla was on the other. Yeah. Although I would say right along the interstate, travel. That's a little different. Right, but I would say that Tesla along the interstate out there in Kansas, there were plenty of superchargers you didn't need. But I bet if somebody needed to charge somewhere else in Kansas, they probably will have trouble finding one. They're all along I-40. Right. Or I-72 east. Sorry. Yeah, I-72, well, east or west, depending on which way you're going. But you're right. Let's not double up. Let's Yeah, and Don pointed out we were supposed to get a fast charger, somebody's charger, in the Tractor Supply parking lot in Fuquay.
Right.
We got all excited about it. It was part of the settlement thing or something, and it never
settlement.
And it never happened. We don't know why it didn't happen, but it never happened.
Government pocketed the money. They didn't ever do that.
Your opinion, and
well, the government's the only one that got the money,
and certainly feasible, right? But in this case, the government's the state of North Carolina, not the federal government.
Democrats like money just like
Donnie,
Republicans do. I said they both. It doesn't matter. Either only common denominator is they both like money.
Sure. Well, all I know is we didn't get that fast charger, and we were supposed to. It was part of the money given to the state, and it never showed up.
Yeah, and not to bring up a little sensitive subject, but I said all along with that Volkswagen settlement that Electrify America should have been made to put those chargers in remote distance, hardly sees a car, but once every blue moon, like Calipid Springs down here, that's where they should have put a charger.
I'm laughing because Michelle and I were talking about how to pronounce that city this morning. Calibit. Yeah, I don't know that.
Well, now you mess me up. I'll never say it right. But the point
I don't know that you said it wrong. I need to hear a real local that's from down there say it.
Okay. But my point I was making is we gave Electrify America the option. They had the ability to go find the high traffic places and install it. We don't need to worry about a punishment to install them at the high value places. We need the punishment to put it out in the low served areas. And you're just explaining that. When do you think we're going to get in Fuquay going to get a DC fast charger? And when are the people in Calipid Springs going to get a fast charger? They're not either.
Right.
And so that's because when you run your own business model and your incentive is to sell as much as possible, that's one thing. But that's not what the Volkswagen settlement was. It wasn't an incentive for them to make money. It was a punishment for them to put DC fast charging in, and they didn't. And they gave the money to the state of North Carolina, and the state of North Carolina said thank you very much, and they haven't. I don't think they've installed the charger. If I'm wrong, somebody point it out to me.
Right. Yeah. I hear you. Well, you and I should put our heads together and figure out if there's a gas station that's sitting empty, because we could always provide feedback to the Iona people.
Right.
That here looks like a location that's just built for what you guys come in and do.
Sure.
That would help out the people, local people. It's not going to help out this diva really soon. Well, you've said all along that it's not just. Well, you've said all along, if you can't charge at home, you got to think, let's just say seriously about whether you want to make the commitment about doing all your charger at a supercharger. Right. And I always said, not quite so fast, Donnie. I wasn't, because, I sign up to do a lot of stuff other people won't do. So to me, having to drive to the supercharger to charge all the time is no big deal. But yeah, I guess if I had to go out I would go to the Target in Cary off 540 where we had the Tesla meetups, and I would figure out how to do, the Whole Foods is near there and stuff, and I would just go to the other Whole Foods and I would charge when I up there. That would probably be how I would handle it if we couldn't charge here at the house. But that's a long, it's 30 minutes or better up there.
Tolls.
Yeah, because I'm not taking Highway 55 to get up there. You're right. But I guess my only other caveat would be is if you're going to rent near a supercharger, then that's probably okay too. Right. The people up in North Hills and Raleigh that are near that charger, as busy as it is, it was so busy Tesla added more to it. You can probably make that work if you live in the surrounding area there renting, and there are some apartments or condos or whatever up there. But anyway, all I could do was tell her what I knew about the infrastructure. She might not have known about the Iona and Apex, although I doubt that does her any good. And
yeah,
I said the town chargers, unless you can walk to them from over by the Brick and over by K&B Marketplace, the two places the town has charged. So slow, you'd basically have to be able to walk home to make that work.
Oh, without doubt.
Yeah. So
that's what the Electrify America guy I talked to way back in 2020 said. They found out that Level 2 chargers don't work for people who rent. They have better and more success putting a single DC fast charger in at an apartment and the people can come charge and move their cars. That actually works better. Same thing at work type charging locations. It works better to have somebody just do a DC fast charger.
Yeah, well, every day the infrastructure gets better, and every day we need more infrastructure, I guess. My perspective, because the first thing she said was Tesla needs to put more superchargers in North Carolina. That was the first sentence of this post. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. We got 80 superchargers, over 80 in the state. How can we possibly need another supercharger? They're everywhere. And then I read then I understood she was a renter and couldn't charge at home. So my perspective and her perspective on the number of superchargers is totally different.
Yeah, well, if you can't charge at home, you lose the number one convenience of owning an electric car, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, that's certainly right up there near the top.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just thought I'd share. I'm not used to reading Tesla divas and people talking about Fuquay-Varina, North Carolina. We got people that know about Fuquay all over the world because of us, though.
That's right.
Yep.
Sure do.
Yep.